Hi, welcome back to Flux Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we're getting into a really fun and really quick core focused session. So throughout the session, we are going to be moving through my favorite core exercises that I feel have made the biggest impact on my personal practice, particularly my inversion practice. In inversions, there is a lot of core stability and control that is required. And I have found that these specific exercises that we will be going through have allowed me to tap into what that even means and how that feels in my body. So let's go ahead and get started on our backs. The feet will be flat on the ground, soles of the feet at about hips distance, and the knees will be bent. Almost like you're setting up for a bridge pose. The arms will be long along the body and allow your spine to be completely neutral. So notice how when your spine is completely neutral, you have just a natural kind of curvature at the bottom of your back, right? So what we are first working on is how to cancel that natural curvature out in order to engage the core. So it's a very simple movement. All I want you to do is to inhale into that natural curvature, into that natural little arch at the bottom of your back. And as you exhale, flatten it out on the ground by imagining that you want to bring the hip bones and the rib cage towards one another. Like you want to create the space in your belly to be a little bit smaller. And then when you inhale, you come back into that neutral spine, breathing into the lower back again. As you exhale, you want to feel like you are hugging the ribs and the hip bones one towards the other, making your belly almost like you want to create less space in the belly. With your inhale, you come back into that neutral spine. And let's do 10 more times. As you exhale, flatten out the lower back, pull rib cage to hip bones. Inhale, neutral spine. Another 9. Lower back flat, hug ribs to hips. Inhale, neutral lower back. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, little arch in the lower back. Another 7. Ribs to hip bones, belly pulls in and down. Inhale for a neutral back. Another 6. Tuck the tailbone under. Feel ribs pull down to hips. Inhale to release. Exhale, tuck tailbone under. Relax your shoulders. They are not taking any part in this. Inhale, neutral spine, little arch in the lower back. Exhale, hip bones to ribs. Feel like you want to close the space between them. Inhale for a neutral back. Another 3. Tuck the tailbone under, ribs to hips. Inhale, neutral back. Exhale, pull everything into the midline. Feel the entire lower back completely press down into the ground. And last time, inhale, exhale. Good. Now stay here. Keep the lower back completely glued to the ground, but steady the breath. So the inhales will continue, the exhales will continue, but continue to feel the lower back completely pushing into the mat. And then pick up both of your legs into a tabletop position. So the knees are stacked above the hips, the feet are in line with the knees. Reach your arms up in line with your shoulders to the ceiling, practicing dead bug. So the opposite arm and leg are going to extend in opposite directions. Right leg extends, left arm extends. Reach in opposite directions, and then bring it on back to the midline. The goal here is to keep the lower back glued to the mat. Your head is still rested on the mat. So now left leg extends as the right arm reaches back, and we'll bring it back through center. Let's do that again. So right leg, left arm, reach it back through center, left leg, right arm, reach it back through center. Good, another 8 for each. Right leg, left arm, and left leg, right arm. Try to inhale as you reach and exhale as you bring it back. So inhale, right leg, left arm, reach. Exhale, pull it back through the center. Inhale, left leg, right arm, reach. Exhale, pull it back through center. Good. Another 6 for each. Make sure that you want to keep the ribs hugging towards the hip bones. Make sure that you feel the belly kind of activate here as you encourage the lower back to really glue itself to the ground. It's a very simple movement, but I can already feel myself kind of shake here. So you really want to contain the whole entire core, and you want to continue to breathe kind of consciously. Another 3 for each. Right leg, left arm. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Good. Left leg, right arm. Beautiful. Last one for each. Right leg, left arm. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, left leg, right arm. And exhale, bring it back. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a break here. Let's take a deep breath in. And then exhale, the arms will come down alongside the waist. So now that we've gotten an idea of how to engage kind of the core when laying flat on the back, I do want you to start to get used to that slight tilt in the pelvis where you kind of pull the sits bones towards the bottom edge of the mat, encouraging the lower back to be flat. Now, the next thing that I want you to get used to is in all inversions, we really want to work on compressing the legs towards the torso. That is what really helps us to get upside down. And so here we're, again, keeping the shoulders, the hands, the head down. Flex your feet, squeeze your knees as close as you can to your chest. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, extend the left leg forward and squeeze the right knee in a little closer. Your lower back is glued to the mat and you want to squeeze that right knee in. Inhale, pull that left knee in. Exhale, kick the right leg forward and squeeze the left knee in. Good. Inhale, pull the right knee in. Exhale, left leg forward. Lower back is glued. Inhale, pull the left knee in. Exhale, right leg forward. Lower back is glued. Squeeze the left knee into your chest. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, right leg forward. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, left leg forward. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, a right leg forward. Really good. One time for each. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, left leg forward. Kick through the heel, hug the right knee in. And inhale, the left knee in. Exhale, the right leg forward. Kick through the right heel, hug the left knee in. Inhale, pull both knees in. Hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a moment to relax. Beautiful. Now to add on a little bit. So we've gotten used to the compression, we've gotten used to the core activation. Now let's really kind of turn up the heat. So you'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, float head and shoulders off the mat. Keep the right hand on the right shin. We're doing single leg stretches. So the left leg and left arm are going to extend in opposite directions. You'll take an inhale, extend left leg, extend left arm back. Exhale, hug it back in. Inhale, extend right leg, right arm. Exhale, hug it back in. Beautiful. Another 10 all together. So it'll be 5 more for each side. Inhale, left side. Exhale, pull it back in. Inhale, right side. Exhale, pull it back in. Good. Another 8. 7. Lower back is glued. 6. Keep shoulders lifted, head lifted. 5. Good. Last 4. 3. Beautiful. One more for each. Left leg extends, left arm extends, lower back is glued. Can you lift your chest a little more and pull it back in? Good. Right leg, right arm, extend. Lift your chest, reach in opposite directions and hug it back in. Beautiful. Rest the head down for a second and give yourself a second to just kind of rock from side to side. Beautiful. Good. We're taking that and tacking on a little bit more, this time going into a double leg stretch. So with your inhale here, Fill up into the lower back. Feel the lower back completely glue into the mat. Exhale, float head and shoulders. Really good. With your inhale, you extend both legs, both arms, and exhale, bring it back in. We're gonna do it another 4 times. With the inhale, you extend in opposite directions. With the exhale, you hug it back in. Lower back is glued. If you have to lower your head because you feel your lower back lifting, then please lower your head. It's more important that you keep the lower back on the ground. That way the core is engaged. Inhale, extend in opposite directions. Exhale, hug it back in. Inhale, extend in opposite directions. Exhale, hug it back in. Good. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. You got it. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Hug. Release the head down. A little shake from side to side. Maybe your head shakes from side to side. Beautiful. Hands behind your thighs. Let's rock ourselves up into a seat. And we will meet in a high plank. So step your feet back. Hands will come underneath your shoulders. And we'll step the feet really, really wide on the mat. Walk your hands close to one another so the thumbs are touching. Here, tuck tailbone under, keep ribs engaged. So that same sensation of rib cage towards the hip bones. Tuck the tailbone under. Keep the push of the hands onto the ground. We're tapping our shoulders. Right hand taps the left shoulder. Try not to move your hips here. That's why the hands are closer and the feet are further apart. Tap left hand to right shoulder. Good. We're going to do a total of 10, so 5 taps for each. Right hand taps, set it back down. Stay centered. Don't move the hips. Left hand taps and bring it back down. Good. Another 8, 7, 6. Really nice. 5. Excellent. Keep your core engaged. 4, 3. Let's take 2. The right hand taps the left. 1. Left hand taps the right. Let's lower the knees here. Set the hips back to the heels. Really good. Final exercise here. It's going to be the toughest one, where we are essentially taking everything that we've done up until now and bringing it to this final exercise. It's going to be kind of a reach from opposite hand to foot while in plank. So you'll pick up the right leg and then the left arm will reach forward, hold that, and then lower. Pick up the left leg, right arm will reach forward, and then we'll hold that. Same concept of keeping tailbone tucked under, rib cage to hip bones. That's where you want your focus to be. Our core is not just our belly or our abs. Our core is our whole entire trunk, including our back. And one of the best ways to continuously keep the core engaged is focusing on the lower back, which can oftentimes be really kind of loosey-goosey, especially for women, and focusing on the connection of ribs to hips. Let's come back into that same kind of plank where your hands are close together and your feet are far apart from one another. We'll work on first getting used to picking up a foot. Take an inhale here. Exhale, pick up your right foot. Inhale, lower the right foot. Exhale, pick up the left. Inhale, lower the left. Exhale, pick up the right. Try not to move the hips. Inhale, lower the right. Exhale, pick up the left. Really nice. Inhale, lower the left. Hug the navel to the spine, ribs to hips. Tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, lift right foot. Reach left arm forward. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Really good. Lower left hand, lower right foot. One more time, just for the left side. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, pick up the left foot, reach the right arm forward and hold here for 3, 2, 1. Lower right hand, lower left foot, lower knees and take a child's pose. Hips to heels, reach your arms forward, forehead to the ground. Let's take a big breath in And a big breath out. Really, really nice. We'll come back up into a seat here. So this concludes my favorite core strengthening drills. This is one of those classes that you can repeat multiple times. You can kind of do it almost like sets, or you could just do the class and tack it on with another class. So I hope that this was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed. And if you felt like it was helpful and it could help somebody that you know, please share it with a friend or family member. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.